Hello and welcome back. We are starting chapter 3, module 3. This is part 1. We're going to talk about measures of center. And so a measure of center is a value at the center or middle of a data set. And there's actually quite a few different ways of coming up with different measures of center. And we're going to talk about many, if not all of them today. So the first one is called the mean. And we use the mean a lot, especially in this class. This is going to be a very important piece of information that we're either going to be looking to find or to analyze. And it's often just referred to as the average. And to be clear, the official definition of the mean, that's X bar, is the summation of all the sets of data divided by the number of sets of data. Let's highlight that a little. So of all data over the number of data. And if the data are from a sample of a population, then the mean is referred to as X bar, which looks like this. I mentioned this in a previous video, X with a little bar over it. If the data are the entire population, then the mean is denoted by a Greek letter, and this is pronounced mu. So for example, to find the mean of these numbers here, I'm going to add them up. 22 plus 22 plus 26 plus 24 plus 23. Add them all up, that's the numerator. And now I'm going to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of data. So 23.4. And you should be trying this with your calculator, not just watching me do it. If you need to pause the video, you certainly can. So 22 plus 22 plus 26 plus 26 plus 24 plus 23 plus 23 plus 25. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of data. 23.875. And we can't really compare these two means because it's two different sets of data, two different sets of numbers. All right, next up, we have the median of a data set is the measure of the center that is in the middle of the data. So they need to be in order. So let's reorder this. 22, 22, 23, 24, 26. Here's how we do this. I start on the outer edge. I'm going to go in one and then in. So here is our median, 23, for that data set. For this data set, let's rewrite it again. This is 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26. That's what we have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to find the middle number. Now this one's going to be a little bit different. So go in one, go in one, go in one, and we have two numbers in the middle. So when we have two numbers in the middle, we need to find the mean. So the median in this case is 23.5. Next up, we have the mode. The mode of a data set is the value that occurs with the greatest frequency. So for example, the mode for this one is 22 because 22 goes twice. There's only 126, 124, and 123. For the next set, we have a couple of modes. We have 22, we have 23, and we have 26. So we have 3 modes. So we would call that trimodal. If there are 2, that would be bimodal. And when there's no repeat, we just say that there's no mode. It can be mentioned that sometimes you might say that all of these are the mode because they all have the same frequency, but usually we just say that there's no mode. The mid-range is the maximum data value plus the minimum data value divided by 2. So the max in this case, so the mid-range, is the max, which is 26, plus the lowest is 22, divided by 2. So you can, it's just the mean, right, of the biggest and smallest number. 6 plus 22 divided by 2 is 24. That is the mid-range. And lastly, what if we have a frequency distribution table? Well, no problem. This is, we need the class midpoint. And if you remember how to find the, so it's going to be the mean is the sum of the midpoint times the frequency divided by the summation of the frequency. Again, this is the Greek capital letter sigma. It means to add up. So to find the class midpoints, I'm going to take 50 plus 69 and divide that by 2. So 59.5. And here would go 59.5 times 2. Class midpoint here, 70 plus 89 divided by 2. 79.5. So 79.5 times 33. Next up, we have 90 plus 109 divided by 2. It's 35. Next up, we have 110 plus 129 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2. $836.5. Here we have 130 plus 149, 2. And if we add those up, let's add this up first. So this is going to be the summation of F. 2 plus 33 plus 35 plus 7 plus 1. 78. And we are going to add these up. That's the numerator, midpoint times the frequency. So that is 623.5. 36.5 plus 39.5. Which means we end up with and what we are saying with this is we are saying that given the frequency distribution table with the frequencies and the classes, 92.32, which is right around here, is going to be the mean. And you can see of all the data, most of the data is about there. So that this is a very reasonable answer for that there. And that's it for part 1.